Let's talk about the zodiac signs that are the most difficult to raise as children. We're going to start off with Scorpio. The reason for Scorpio is because Scorpio is a very stubborn, fiery sign, but also highly manipulative sign. As a parent, it's really hard to get them to do anything if Scorpio does not see how that thing benefits them. So as a parent, you're constantly having to explain to them the benefit of what it is that you're asking them to do, because they're not naturally just going to do something because you've asked them to do it. The other thing is Scorpio doesn't really like compromising because I think their way is the best way. So since you're the bigger person who knows a lot more than them when they're little, it can be very hard to communicate that to them, that, their way isn't the best way always because they don't know everything yet. Number 2, Aquarius children. They're sweet, they're friendly, they're loving and caring. However, they are extremely stubborn. If as a parent you expect your Aquarius child to just do what you've asked them to do because you said so, then you're in for a rude awakening. Because these children do not follow rules just because they're rules. The rules have to make sense to them. And on top of that, they have a very rebellious way of thinking about the world. Their natural disposition is to challenge what the established status quo is. So you're constantly going to be in a power struggle with them. And if you try too hard to break their spirit or be negative towards them, they have no problem distancing themselves from the entire family and shutting everybody out. Number 3 is Virgo. Virgo is a sweet child and they want to do the right thing, but they're very critical both of themselves and of other people. And that need to criticize everything makes them very difficult to deal with because they're hardly ever grateful or happy about anything. And they're constantly always aiming to be better than what they were. So even when they accomplish things, they're still never truly satisfied. And when they turn that criticism towards the parent, it can create a lot of strife in the relationship. To make matters worse, Virgo doesn't really listen much to what other people have to say. So when you add a stubborn streak to that, that can get really bad. Moving on to number 4, another child who does not listen is Taurus. Taurus is very set in their ways. They're very set to the things that make them comfortable. Taurus does not like a lot of change. So as a parent, we all know life is change. Trying to move that child through all these changes is going to be very difficult because they naturally are going to resist it. And they're hard-headed and they don't like doing things the easy way. They like doing things their way and they don't care the price they have to pay to do it their way. And that can be hard to watch as a parent. Lastly, Aries. Aries only trust themselves. They're impulsive, they're temperamental, they're also hard-headed. They have very little patience and they love to pick fights and to argue. So that can create a lot of toxic energy in the home with the other siblings and the parent.